Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. In today's episode, we're talking about how what you do to yourself, you do to others, and what you do to others, you do to yourself. I am a major believer of the collective consciousness, how each and every single one of us is connected. Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your friends, those of kin and those of not, those who are not related to you, being of kin, being of your bloodline, they're still your brothers and they're still your sisters. I'm a major believer in this understanding. We're all connected, and God is in each and every single one of us. Today is April 14th, 2023, Sunday evening. It's beautiful out, so I'm keeping this video brief, straight to the point, because it's on my mind right now. It's April 14th, 2024, and there's tension in the world. You can see it. You can hear it from people all over the world. We're harming each other. We're hurting each other. We're killing each other. I don't understand why. Whether it's ego, power, for money, greed, I don't understand. What I do understand is that this world is just energy dynamics, fighting for each person's energy. And it saddens me because I see we're just killing each other, and it's hard for me to function in social environments. It's hard for me to focus on my work, focus on being a creator. And we're going to get a little bit truthful here. It's a challenge because it's as if it's being done to me. It's as if I'm being hurt or I'm being killed within, because I know that individuals who aren't related to me in any way are in some part of the world, and they're going through hardships that I can't even fathom. And that's why it's a challenge for me to be social, because, you're one click away from turning on the television and seeing all that goes on. You're one YouTube video away from seeing the fear that exists here and now. You're one movie or TV show away on a streaming platform from predictive programming. I don't know what I am to do in all of this. I don't know what the calling is quite yet on how to change this world for the better. I know that a vote for this man or that woman or this woman to be put in an Oval Office, to represent a country, to represent the people, it's not going to change anything. So that's something I'm overcoming, and I've come to terms with it, but figuring out how that can change in the future. What you do to others is what you do to yourself, and what you do to yourself is what you do to others. Think about the foods you're eating, the affirmations you're saying out loud, your belief systems, the frames that you operate out of. You present yourself to others, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And if you're aligned with your higher calling, your purpose, your passion, you do that which excites you, that's all people need to see and be inspired. That's why the greatest entrepreneurs in the world are walking the walk and talking the talk. And yes, they've built their personal brands and they're flourishing and they're raising families. All we see is through a black mirror and then in-person events, of course. But, that's the true power, that we can represent ourselves online and we can speak our truth on how we feel, like I'm doing right now, As above, so below. What you do to yourself is what you do to others. And what others do to each other, I feel it. You can feel it. You know that things aren't right. We shouldn't be killing each other. We should not be hurting each other. Love is the frequency to operate at all times. And that's another thing that brings up in my mind right now is gratitude. Just finished up a beautiful weekend with family. A beautiful weekend. Got to spend some valuable time with those that I love. Being reminded why we do what we do. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. And I stay so grounded because I know that people, they don't have what I have. They just have to worry about surviving from bombs and running from gunfire, and it just hurts. And I pray that this video resonates with some people because, my mother said earlier, like, you gotta learn how to be social. I'm like, you gotta learn how to be social and live in this reality, and that's all true. I'm a very sociable guy, if you know me well. Those of you that are watching this and know me well, I have a history of partying, right? I'm over that. How can I change the world for the better? How can I follow my birth vision? How can I live out the world vision every day? I can't keep ignoring what's going on in the world. Tension in the Middle East, wars that happen, I can't ignore that. That's the reality I live in. It's a challenge to go about my day as if that isn't happening, I still remain in gratitude and I still remain in love, and that's how I live. Keep that equanimity, that mental calmness intact at all times. That's why it's so important. That's why, the most important lever you can pull is awareness. Become aware of what's happening, but also leveraging this awareness to stay calm. Because the right action comes from present moment awareness. Not getting caught up in the fear, the capital F. Not getting caught up in the fear. Sticking true to your faith. Believing in your faith. The truth will set you free. You all know this to be true. But how long can you go not feeling what you deep down feel? And it's that hurt, that hatred that others experience. Also bringing that to awareness, bringing that to the forefront and overcoming it with love and humility and faith. That's where I'm at in life right now. Graduating college within 3 weeks, which is wild. Finished up a beautiful weekend with family. It's April 14th, 2024. That's the date today, but there is no time. We're only here and now. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. How we live our lives on a day-to-day basis, that's what matters most. That's what matters most. How can we be better than what we were yesterday? Our vote to put an individual in an Oval Office is not going to do anything. It never will do anything. We're putting our faith and trust in somebody else to do better in this world. That makes no sense. As above, so below. What we do in the spiritual realm, it has to translate into what we do here. Love, that's how we think. Faith. being of service to others, knowing that what we do to others is exactly what we're doing to ourselves. Think about that. What you do to others is what you do to yourself. And what you do to yourself is what you do to others. As above, so below. Giving is receiving. Thank you all for listening to this episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. I love you all dearly. I appreciate all the feedback, the comments, the likes, the love. Continue to love. Give love. Effortlessly, wholeheartedly, and absolutely. We need it. It's what transcends dimensions of time and space. It is what ushers in the world vision. Love. I love you. Have a great rest of your day.